All right, so we are going to do this in silence from my end. I'm just going to talk through this class with you. Welcome, it's Midday Motion. We are doing intuitive movement today. So to recap, especially if you just joined us from the YouTube feed, we are dealing with intuitive movement, which is the external expression of our internal selves. So if you are a dancer, this might feel really great. If you're a yogi, this might feel really great and liberating. And if you're just someone who loves other movement styles like fitness or other activities that involve your body, like moving through life, this is going to feel really good. And we're going to tap into our own creativity by channeling our second chakra, Svadhisthana, and really dealing with how to bring creativity and creation into our body, knowing that whatever comes up today is beautiful and perfect. Maybe we bring up some kind of icky stuff in us, like cathartic sadness or frustrations, but it's good and it's perfect for learning something that we need now, right? So try to take the good and bad out and just know it's something to learn from. Okay, we're going to go get started with our feet hip width apart. And we're going to do most of this standing today because I want you to feel really grounded and I want to really allow our pelvis to be in space. So the first thing I want you to do is go ahead and take your hands to your belly and put a little bend in your knees. I want you to take a deep inhale with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See if you can bring that space down into your belly. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Notice the physical expansion. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And a softening through your exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take one more round with me. In for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a moment to pause. Feel free to close the eyes, hands on the belly. And I want you to take a moment to dedicate your time, the next 10, 15-ish minutes, to do this exercise with me. And be open to your own genius, creativity, and expression. Fully open to the idea that we can respect ourselves and our innate creativity as humans. Take 3 breaths to yourself. I want you to gently start to move your weight into one foot to the side and the other foot to the side. If you want to keep your hands on your body, or gently release. I want you to just slide your weight side to side, noticing how the weight shifting into one foot releases it from the other, and feeling the whole pelvis glide right to left. See if you can just slide rather than tip. Good. You might find that you're more comfortable on the right foot or the left foot with your weight. That's okay. Just notice, don't assess. Gently work yourself back center, taking smaller and smaller movements until you find yourself at center. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now see if you can bring that same sliding feeling back and forth from your heels to your toes. Once again, trying not to tip the pelvis, but just sliding it. See if you can engage your core here, find that stability. I want you to notice where your weight feels stronger, heels or toes. Nice. Go ahead and start to release One side, front, back, side, front, side, back. As we move here, really noticing that sliding of the pelvis. I encourage you to see if you can find that sliding rather than tipping. Sliding feeling. Let your arms be heavy, big bend in the knees to accommodate this. Good. We're going to switch directions in 3, 2, 1. Reverse. Nice. Feel free to close the eyes at any time, add more bend in the knees, or just change the arm position. And really start to think about which way felt more comfortable. Don't assess it, just notice. Good, we're gonna resolve in 3, 2, 1. Good, coming back center. We're gonna come into a tilted pelvis, side to side. So one hip goes higher than the other hip. Think about your body creating a U. It might feel good to widen the feet and to also turn them out slightly. Good. U shape of the pelvis. Nice. Notice how your spine's going to start reacting to that tipping shape. So we're not just thinking about our weight right to left, but also the tipping of our pelvis. We're going to work ourselves smaller and smaller back to center in 3, 2, and 1. Front and back. Scooping the pelvis forward and then tipping it back. Really thinking about driving that pelvis and creating a U shape front to back. This is the one that usually makes people giggle. It looks like a very dramatic dance move. But try to keep it soft and heavy. Imagine your tailbone pointing back and under, back and under, back and under. Good. You can also bring in that weight shift we just felt front to back into our toes, into our heels. Start to make that movement even smaller, back to center in 3, 2, and 1. Take it to the side, nice tilt, scoop it forward, back, and around. Good. We're taking big hip circles. Let your arms be heavy and notice how the shoulders are going to start to react. Nice. Okay. You might need to change your feet pattern. That's all right. Turn them out, make them wider. It's all totally up to you. Really letting this pelvis release. Now, as we do this pelvic-centered work, you might notice you feel uncomfortable, liberated, free, a little bit strange. There's so much that's stored in our lower back, and also, of course, implications of what our sexuality is or what our expression kind of often centers in this area. So just try to just let yourself go. Don't be concerned about if your cat is judging you, whether you're alone in the house or with people. Just see if you can let those feelings wash over you and keep moving. Let's reverse it in 3, 2, 1. Switch directions in your own time. Really feeling that tilt to the pelvis. You can imagine that tail going back, side, front, side. Good. Notice how this revolution might feel different from the other side. Do you feel like your balance has changed going this way? I know mine has. Good. Keep it working. If anything comes up, just let it wash over you and then drip off. We're going to resolve in 3, 2, 1. Good. I want you to take this right hip and start to let it lead you. Feel like it's pushing and pulling, pushing and pulling. Now, you could literally hold on to your leggings, your pants, and feel like that hip is bringing you around. Now, I encourage you to see if you can break out of your foot pattern you've been in as that hip draws you. Whoa. Feeling a push and a pull, a push and a pull, push and a pull. See if you can notice that strength in the right side body. And gently just start to explore. You could still be stationary, you could be moving around the room, anything in between. We're going to switch to the left side in 3, 2, 1. Left hip. Feel that push and pull. Maybe it leads you elsewhere. Maybe you start to really access that pelvic tilt to find a new shape. Maybe your feet change. Maybe your weight starts to rock from right, left, heels, toes. No wrong way to do it. We're going to gently start to resolve in 3, 2, 1. All right. I want you to keep a gentle sway in the body. Don't stop moving. And I want you to see if you can express shapes through the angles of your body, right? So feeling that base of your pelvis be the base and support system of the rest of your spine. And see if you can work through the angles, the hard, bony parts of your body. This can include accessing your joint system. It could involve long lines through bones. Good. As you move, you might decide you want to change levels. That's great. You might decide you want to move less or move more. Think angles. Now, we're going to get a little more specific. I want you to come into a place where you're focusing on the angle of your elbows. Pick one arm. Go. Elbow. 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 Good. Keep this elbow going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other elbow. Nice. Make that transition. Did something change? Did the right left quality of your body make an adjustment? Good. Keep it moving. Elbow centered. Notice that if you had a marker on your elbow, what shapes it would be drawing in the air. Great way to explore this. Keep it moving for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to take your tail, that imaginary tail we had, start to rock side to side, and come back into that focus. So we're going to work through the back of our pelvis, and imagine that that is what's initiating the movement. Back down to the pelvis, pull that energy back in here, and go for it. So to just notice where that pelvis from the back takes you. You might imagine someone gently pulling the back of your leggings, your pants, as you move it around. And make sure to really stay within your own movement vocabulary. So if you're finding that you're breaking out yoga moves because you're a yogi, go for it. If you find dance coming out because you're a trained dancer, that's okay. You find other weird stuff happening, whether it's big or small, keep it moving. We're going to keep moving, but slowly work back towards center sway in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sway it out. Good. All right. As we rock side to side, I want you to put your hands on your belly, your hips, or your back and front. And I want you to see if you can just take the next few minutes on your own to move in a way that really honors something that's already come up. So if you've been feeling uncomfortable or awkward, I want you to just work into that feeling, either exploring it or seeing if you can break it up a little bit. If you're feeling so good about your hip movements and you want to explore it more because it feels liberating, do it. We're going to go ahead and work here. I'm going to count down from 50, all right? This is your free time to play, no prompts, just focus on the movement of that pelvis. Ready? Going for 50. 49, 48, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, and 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, think about your resolve, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath, sway it out. Good, let it settle. Take 3 long breaths with me. In for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last breath in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently bring those feet just a little bit more than hip width apart. Let's just stretch out our spine a little bit. Chin to chest, pour the top of your head down, heavy body, shoulders relaxed, little bend in the knees. Take an inhale, straighten, feel free to halfway lift like yoga, hands on your shins. And exhale, soften over with bent or straight knees. Roll up on an inhale, little bend in the knees, tailbone down, vertical the pelvis, vertical the rib cage. Exhale down. Roll it down like you could dive into a pool between your feet. Inhale, halfway lift or straighten. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Gently roll up on your inhale. Stay standing, shoulders roll back on your exhale. All right. This is a really good time to pause, to take a moment to just reflect, meditate, ruminate, journal, whatever you do. And just kind of notice what came up. Any feelings that arose, anything you noticed about your body. I find that this kind of improvisational dance work can really come and bring up almost like a moving meditation. So if you notice anything that came up, whether it feels mind-blowing or very, very small, I welcome you just to jot it down because I think it's important that we kind of are just intentional about our journey, where we're at, where we're going, and where we are now. All right? Thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you again soon. Once again, my name is Deanna with Emotionally Available, and this has been Intuitive Movement, inspired by our second chakra, Svadhisthana. See you soon. Bye, guys. YouTube is off. Hi, Instagram.